Nobody could really stop that like mentality, you know. I just really wanted it really bad. It was just something that I was writing and it just came to my head, and every life has an ending. Yeah. Yo, what's going on, guys? Elhae here. Damn, what am I doing? Okay, now see, now it's like fucked up. I got it already, it's just the
I want it, I've been waiting for that moment. And you notice, distracting me when I'm focused.
A lot of my push came from SoundCloud and putting, music on SoundCloud, and then like it just kind of snowballed. One person will listen to, 2 people will listen to, 4 people, 8 people, you know what I mean? It just kind of like snowballed. And I think that's how they discovered me. They're like, oh man, love your music. Which Adam, he reached out and was like, yo, can you, we should do a show here in Toronto. So I went to Toronto, did my first show there. And the first time I went to London was with them, and they introduced me to a broad London audience. And then now London is my biggest fan base. So yeah, it's cool. It wasn't like something that happened overnight, for sure. They saw the struggle, they saw the grind from an early age. I think I started when I was like 14, and like really they saw some of the worst moments and they saw some of the best moments. This industry and music in general is such a roller coaster, you know what I mean? Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. Sometimes you're in the middle, sometimes things don't go as planned. But for the most part, when it finally did happen, they saw the shows and the money started to come in, they were super proud because they did see that work. They saw that the constant struggle that I had to go to get to where I'm at. Shout out to Mom, Pops.
We ain't in love, but it's something.
I made that name up in church, actually. I don't know. I think that it was just something that I was writing and it just came to my head, and every life has an ending. Something I felt like I could use kind of going forward, just to continue to live every day like it's my last type situation. I don't know. I thought that it could be a moniker or something for other people too, that I still, like, to this day, I see people have it as their names. They'll put it as their names on Twitter or on Instagram. They'll put every life has an ending or Elhae as their, and it's cool. It's like, I think there were 2 words in the beginning, every life, symbolizes everybody. It's like we all can kind of like live by that motto. His A&R, his name is Sean Barron. He sent the track over to a friend of mine who works with me now. His name is KJ. And a guy named Terrace Martin. I don't know if you guys know who Terrace Martin is. He does a lot with Kendrick, King Kunta, and he did the track. Sean Barron sent it over. I was like, I think this will be dope for Elhae. I did the track, and they were like, you're gonna have to use another beat. So I was like, oh God, this is gonna be a struggle.
Yeah, I let you ride along as you want to. And never tell me what you won't do. You gon' try it if I want to. Yeah, you know I'll be there when I get back.
I had friends of mine, Keys and Ayo, they went in on the beat and made a whole new beat around it. And I got to meet Ty. I'm on Atlantic, he's on Atlantic. We were working in the same studio one night, and I got to meet him and just chop it up with him. Super cool dude, humble, you know what I mean, and chill. It was already done, the hook was there, Ty's verse was there, and I was like, I'll just put a couple verses on it. Verse Simmons, a guy named by the name of Verse Simmons, he helped me write the 2 verses. I went in the studio with him in Atlanta, and we penned it, and paying your line.
Coming to the city, pulling up, and you know you wanna ride up on the baby saddle up. And you know that I'm that nigga even when you got a nigga. One phone call and I'm right back with your heart.
I don't really look at peers or anybody as competition. I really kind of try to stay in my own lane.
Right.
And I just make music. I don't really make music with that in mind. Like, oh, what does he do? I don't listen to a lot of people. I kind of like stay in my own lane and just, whatever. And I got an old soul as well. I like to listen to a lot of old music, oldies and, stuff like that. So I don't really pay attention to what other people are doing.
Right.
But I mean, if you want to classify what names I'm always grouped in, it's Tori, it's Bryson, it's Kehlani would be another one. You know, it doesn't really have to be all about that all the time. It's good. Competition is good, but you know, at the end of the day, I think it's enough out here for everybody.
How could I be mad? Niggas got the bag. I be trying to get it daily. I walk inside the club, sip a little bub, middle fingers up, pay me. I just wanna live my life. Girl, don't think twice. Just keep that thing tight. For me, I've been away. What can I say?
I have, like, my crew have to make me eat because I don't eat on show days, and every day is a show day. So it's like my body tells me not to eat. I don't know, it's like my manager, he describes it as like when he was in high school, he used to play football. He was like, before games, could never eat, you know what I mean? It's like that anxiety or that anxiousness of just trying to get on stage or on that court or on that field and just do your thing. Right. So it's like my body always tells me like, no, not today. And then after, my body was like, okay, we're good. Yeah. Let's try to fill up and regain some fuel. So, but you know, if we just talking about food, I like pastas. I think chicken wings might be the tour food though. Like every day, like when I was I did like a Cali tour earlier this year, a few dates in Cali, and I just ate like Hooters wings every day. But yeah, probably chicken wings for sure.
I work for you, not just for me. Girl, you should know these hoes be so predictable.
Favorite collab. I'd probably say Slip and Fall with Eric Bellinger. I say that because he's such a nice guy, like such a humble dude. Like that's one of my, I can really like count on Eric, you know, to pick up the phone or, you know, text back immediately. And then like he was always somebody that I looked up to, kind of like in the early SoundCloud days. I would kind of listen to his music and just be like, man, this is amazing. Like when we got a track together, I was like, oh, this is super cool. Right. Probably Kehlani too. It doesn't matter. We built kind of like a friendship, you know, over time, and yeah, it was kind of cool to make that happen. I don't. Born in North Dakota, raised in a place called Warner Robins, Georgia, and moved to Atlanta about 7 years ago. It was my first real sense of moving out of like under mom's wing. You know what I mean? It was like, this is my chance to kind of like be your own man. So it was like moving there and just kind of finding my own way, making the relationships, connections I needed to get on the track to where I am today. So if I would have stayed there under my mom's wing, I probably wouldn't be here. So that was a really like good adjustment for me, just to kind of like, okay, it's either here and now or never.
I've been on the road, almost took a toll, feeling like these niggas still sleep. You on my mind every day of the week. You acting like I ain't playing for keys, but I know you want it.
No, absolutely not. Because of the fact that I wasn't good. Like I was not good at all. Like I definitely remember the moment for sure. I was in a friend of mine, his name is Mark. He had like this $25 USB mic. But, you know, I think that a lot of things, even cheap mics like that, if you mix it correctly, it could sound decent. And he knew how to kind of do a little bit of a mix on his, and like this thing called Adobe Audition. We used to just do that all day and all night. And I just remember like it just being so fascinating to me, just hearing my voice. I'm like, that's how it sounds, like it's crazy. And not only that, but you take that to school, it's like, yeah, they're like, that's you, like, yeah, that's dope, you know what I mean? So, well, actually, they didn't say it was dope, it was actually terrible, but I just feel like it was just a really good moment for me. I wouldn't see a lot of positive reaction from it, you know what I mean, at first. But I just never let that stop me, which was kind of weird looking back on it. My mom used to go to work, Pops, go to work. As soon as I heard that garage go up, I knew they were going home, or I knew they were going to work. And I would get up, go straight to the room, load up a beat, didn't matter what the beat was, and I would just, yeah, and just like just grind, you know what I mean? I would write day and night. I think over time, nobody could really stop that like mentality, you know? I just really wanted it really bad. I never really knew what it would turn into. However, I did know that I had a passion for it, and I knew that passion leads to great things. Being different. I think I've been different my whole life. I never fit in, ever. I had like 2 friends in middle school. It was this guy right here, Matt, and a friend named Mark. Yeah, I just didn't have any friends. You know, like I was always like kind of like the black sheep. My brother was super cool, super popular, and I was always the kid that was not, you know? A lot of people that find themselves trying to be cool, you're just following people. You're following fads, trends, you know what I mean? Instead of creating your own, you know what I mean? And that's, when you're following, you never really get the opportunity to figure yourself out. But when you're in that position where you, by yourself, you have more time to yourself, you have more time to figure, okay, who am I? What do I stand for? Like, what's my message? And when you figure that out, you know, ultimately it leads to becoming a leader, because you become comfortable with yourself. You know, it takes time, but you know, eventually you do. You look in the mirror and you say, I'm happy with who I am. I'm happy with, you know, what I want to be. When you become comfortable with yourself, I think that good things happen, and nobody could ever take that away from you. It's something that you have to respect. You see somebody on the street and they have, you know, they're dressed in a Spider-Man costume with like a wig on. And you're like, this guy is a weirdo. But at the end of the day, he likes doing that. He likes dressing up, going to Comic-Con and going cosplaying. And you know, you have to respect people that just be them. At the end of the day, people can say, you know, whatever they want about you, but at the end of the day, they gotta respect you. You're more bold to be you than they are, because they're being somebody else. Respect. That's what I live for. That's what I live by.
In my heart, I know it's only room for you. I can never see her walking in your shoes. Girl, that's true, yeah.
You still listen to Dipset?
Okay, so I'm gonna switch gears. I know every song on the CD, but I can't say the word.
It's funny. People always say aura. They struggle with it.
That's what she said.
Aura, aura.
Aura. But yeah, shake a hand, make a friend, live a happy life.
Right.
So.
Well, not make a friend,
No.
but.
Okay.
A friend will look look out for you before they look out for themselves. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, so.
That was like some deep. That went deep. Probably chicken wings for sure.
We like Wingstop.
Wingstop too. Wingstop too. Yeah, Wingstop too.
They fries.
Wingstop, lemon pepper, never go wrong. And that's good, you know, women are tastemakers of, you know, today's music.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's why I like to gear towards that as well. So
You know this woman right here.
you better go, Ebony. Yo, what's going on, guys? Elhae here. I'm rocking with Different World Images. Let's be. Yo, what's going on, guys? Elhae here. Damn, what am I doing? Okay, now see this. Now it's like fucked up. I got it already. It's just the
Just cool, just relax.
All right.
You know.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Elhae here. I'm rocking with Different World Images. Let's be free. Let's try to figure it out one more time. Let's be different. Let's be different. Let's create. Let's be different. Let's create.
Let's create. Let's be different.
What?
You can say it if you want to.
I'm like, is that dyslexic? Like when you. What's up, guys? You're rocking with me, Elhae, and I'm rocking with Different World Images. So get hip or get lost. Let's create. Let's be different.
Cause she just want a nigga beat her down. Oh, I'm talking round after round. Shawty, when I was hurting, you was down. She out of bounds.